It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Watson now to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Carlos Hyde in the game, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only get two there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
This is it. 19. I got him. 54. 26 more. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 29.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete. Stills. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
What is that? 19. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Motion, motion, motion. Hey, 24. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. I'm coming for you. Henry, 26 Mike. Mike. At 24. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Watson on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Oh, this one is no good. Fairbairn hangs it out to the right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Check Mike. Check Mike. 24. Off.
Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A throw over the middle, taken in. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
5. Hey, foxtrot.
Goff on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
What? 180.
Who that?
Check. DC. Super 66.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
41 Mike. Tiger. 41 Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
For the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
To put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 31.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, come on.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. You got 3.
From the 40 now on second down. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Got 180. I got you. son. Hey, kill. 76, tell him. 76.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second and 9, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 48 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Watson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's bring it. Hey, 31. 26, Mike. 26. 26.
Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it down.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
It's set. Oh, you got deep. Switch. Check three. Showing it. Hey, 24.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And the Texans first down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 1st and 10, Watson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
At the 9-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run it with Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check.
They'll try the air now with Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Another carry now for Gurley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Watch the curl.
14.
41 Mike.
Hey, echo.
Here we go, D.
Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. Check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Houston Texans. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up. Past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 25 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Rush in hard.
They'll run high, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Hey, high 7.
They run. It's Gurley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Come on, you 1-8.
Goff now looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On first down, it's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Let him know.
We're good.
Goff now to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
I'm coming after you. Watch the eye. Pick that.
Hey, we're close.
They're running with Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Gurley. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, ground. Ground. Ground.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, it's Brown. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on third down, gone. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Johnson running right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
On 1st down, Watson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the all-pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air, Watson on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing on third down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff on first down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 76 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. But with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Rule up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career, and this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Cut. 180.
Let's go, one more. Check 3, check
2.
check 52.
What's that?
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, let's get this.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Got 20.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. A good pickup there of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
180. Check. Chester. Maverick. 5.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Merlin.
Here's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
What? 180.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Whoa.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, defense.
What's that?
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. From the 36, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
3rd and 2, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. Going up top for Kupp. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, he finds his man Johnson. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
24.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to have the hook up to QT. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Stand up in. Check. Check.
25. Check.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, a short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
He gets it to Cooks. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
I'm going to hit you all day.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 27, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 49 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st down, Johnson. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Connection made here. Goff to Higbee. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
65.
Now Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Hey, exit.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Watson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Watson now to throw. Going for it all. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. There's overload.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey. 4 down.
Back to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 20.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
18. Alert.
Situation, let's go. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for
Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Watson. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
You've seen me out here. That's right. We can't get stopped.
Intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more birds than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak? Run the duck, greatest.